Little bit. Hey, got a lot of bands to the bank. So much ice on me, I wish I had two necks. I can't sleep without two. I got homies that Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like, hey, gon' pop it for me. Yeah.
It's the NFL on EA. Soldier Field in Chicago. This was the scene a moment ago. Tunnel, ready for football are they, and ready for football are we as the Bears get set to match up with the New England Patriots. Here's the punter, Jake Bailey, ready to do the honors. And off we go from Soldier Field. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. 33-yard line. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now Trubisky on first down. Dancing to his left. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Now those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
It's a jet sweep. Here comes Miller. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
42-yard line.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Gilmore.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
3rd and 3.
On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
A loss of 2.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he went to the play. How about that read and recognition?
And his kick is that one as it's good from 56 yards out. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
At their own 25-yard line.
Newton and the Patriots with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. 20. They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Keeping it on the ground on first, Michel. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
2 yards, good enough for a first. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size.
Well, the ball is out. Michel lost it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Second and short now following the fumble. On the handoff, it's Michel. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
First down, New England.
Now a pass here caught by Edelman. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
8 yards on the pickup.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
3-yard line.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 18.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Bears 3, Patriots 0.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Edelman, the intended receiver that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Newton. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground. So now after the sack, Cam of the Patriots going to look up at a 3rd and long. To throw is Newton. And he's going to go down again. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And Folk missed it. Score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45.
Ball carrier.
Tackle made by Adrian Phillips. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now Trubisky to throw. And that's incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches have told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Throwing here, Trubisky. But when this ball... Brooks with a pick, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
They'll take over.
That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. He'll buy some time right. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. Try to pound it in here with Michelle. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. Michelle on an island by himself in the backfield, 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right.
2-yard line.
And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. What a play. The big man comes up with the interception. Puts together, Charles, a nice little return, too.
Yeah, he's not going to make anybody forget Darrell Green or Rod Woodson, but look at him lug that thing. He decided it was his. A lot of people might have thought about lateraling it there. No shot. Trying to take it the distance.
After the interception, here's Trubisky being chased out left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Chase Winovich.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
At the 40-yard line.
On first down, Trubisky gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. From midfield now, here's Trubisky. The connection made. It's Graham. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 32-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
10 more.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
1st and 10.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He hit his first, this one from 38. This is up and good from Pinheiro. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big play there for the Patriots. 41 yards.
Well, they've got to remember that they're not going to get it all back on one drive. But that being said, they also had to come out here in the third quarter with a sense of urgency and playmaking ability, and they showed it on that last play.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Check with the 9. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip. Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike the 59. Here we go, here we go.
So that'll back them up 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Now it's Newton here off the bootleg. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. Newton now to throw. Going deep here for Edelman. The drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Number 32.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Terrence Brooks with a pick. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Folk connects on the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Taken in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did.
And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. That didn't appear to be a designed safety blitz. I think he was just going off instinct.
I love the way you described that because I'm thinking along with you. I'm not sure that was designed that way, but he saw an opportunity, gambled a little bit, and made it pay off.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
But that was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up fourth down. So unable to get any yardage at all off of the screen there on third down.
And ordinarily on third down, that's when you want to bring pressure. You get all your guys who want to get after the quarterback. But how about the patience they showed? Read the play, snuffed it out, and made a nice stop.
51 yards on the punt there. And the Patriots take over.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now he'll let it go. That's caught inside the 20. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Taken down at the 11-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 7.
Again, it's Michelle. And he's brought down.
Michelle again, the ball carrier.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Back to throw, Newton. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Ryan Izzo there to make the grab. And the Patriots add on to their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
It's caught. It's Miller. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 15 yards on the play. First down. Looking to throw. Trubisky on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Intended for Tariq.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Terrence